Along Broad Street, you run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. Jackson now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end Dallas Goedert. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So, from the 37, here's second and 9. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Third and a yard.
Go Silver, ready?
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Punt to his right. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. Third down coming up.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Eagles first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gain on fourth down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down, they need 3. A quick throw here, taken by Odell. And he'll get into the end zone. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7. Laporta in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Right side and brought in by Williams. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. they'll bring St. Brown in motion. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
A second down throw for Goff. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Here's 1st and 10. Now give to Gibbs, running right. Good blocking to the 15. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. A first down throw for Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On first down, it's Hurts. Forced to his right. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked up by Amik Robertson. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And it's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On 2nd down, Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. He's going to have a Lions first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll be brought down inside the 25. Zach Bond, the all-pro, makes the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he will score. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is caught right side by Beckham. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. In trouble, and down he goes. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams in motion. Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On first down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
To the left side, OBJ is there. And mark him down up beyond the 30. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for an Eagles first down. Once again, it's Barkley. Room to run at the 35. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Philadelphia. On play action, here's Hurts. Scrambling to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Second and 5. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Now Hurts. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. That's going to be caught, and he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3, and now it's first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball at the 3, second down, and goal. Here's Kurtz. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He knocks it through. And the Eagles move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Here we go on the return from the 1. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. To start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Lions first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. Williams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. They hand it to Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Here's Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Tim Patrick was the intended target. And it's going to be third down. Goff to throw. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. But they will turn it over on down.
This is one of those coaching decisions people are going to be talking about for a long time. You find yourself down 3, a field goal gets you level. Instead, you roll the dice and go for it, and you fail.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
From the 38 now, here's second and a couple. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Set to go now on first and 10.
63.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Second down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. The Lions call their first timeout. They'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Go Silver, ready? No, touch.
They'll drop to throw. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the 1st down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. This one caught by Patrick. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. To throw is Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives them a 1st down. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Williams in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Now, 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jackson now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding. Get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Terrion Arnold. And the Lions are right back in this one.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone and ends up costing the team the ball.
Goff down to a knee. And that should be the final act in this one. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night.